真の男とは何か、真の友とは何か。この物語は拳一つに魂を込めた不器用な男たちの熱き生き様の記録である。Kenka Banchou! Kenza!
Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're playing another PlayStation 2 random. And that random is Kenka Banchou, developed by YSK and published by Spike, released in June 2005 and related to the Kenka Banchou franchise. I've always wanted to give this game a go. Because I've been quite interested in the Kenka Banchou series. The only game that we ended up getting, unfortunately, was Bad Ass Rumble, I think on the PSP, which was Kenka Banchou 3. But this, to me, it's like this is the perfect series to release a collection. Translate a bunch of games, release them in a collection. Kenka Banchou collection for, the West and Japan. Make some more money, but, instead, they want to do a remake. Let's do a Kenka Banchou remake. So let's spend even more money making a remake than just porting the games. Port the games, gauge interest, then maybe instead of making a remake, do a Kenka Banchou 7. I think the last one was 6 on the 3DS, and then it went into this Atomo style game where it was I don't know how to really describe it. So, but Kenka Banchou went into a weird direction where the characters looked more attractive, trying to play towards, I think, a female demographic more than the male demographic that this was originally for. Saying that, this is a whole, I guess the way to describe this is biker gangs, school rumble kind of school fighting. I don't know. Something like that. Something that obviously is in Japan, but we don't have it in the West. We don't have this in the West. What the best way to describe it's actually kind of interesting looking at this and going, how would you just is there anything similar to what Kenka Banchou is based off of in the West, or at least in the UK from where I'm from? Because obviously in Japan, these schools had gangs, and obviously these school gangs went off and did things and got mixed up with different other gangs and fought other schools and blah blah blah. Kind of like Sakagake or Tokujuku, right? That kind of vibe. Where in the UK you don't have that. The closest thing you could have is pikeys, gypsies. That's the closest thing that you can have. Gypsies fighting other gypsies. You don't really have schools fighting other schools. It's kind of we don't have that. They're school gangs, but they're more or less school gangs exist in the rougher cities and the rougher towns in the country. I could see a school gang in Bradford, for example. Rule number 1, don't ever go to Bradford. Rule number 2, don't ever go to Luton. Rule number 3, don't ever go to Manchester. Rule number 4: don't ever go anywhere north of England. Stay in the south. It's safe in the south. Unless you're going through the north to get to Scotland. Oh dear. Anyway, let's jump into the game. Oh, here we are. Here's our main character. I guess this is the name we got. Oh, we can. Oh, beautiful. We can change his name. Of course. He's the only one. He's the only one in school with an English name. Well, seeing as we're playing this type of game, then it's only fair that we call him Biopunk. That'll be his name. Biopunk. What a stupid name. So.
私鉄極東線
Right.
この平和な極東線沿線
Okay,
が
this is like describing the area,
ま
I'm
さか血
guessing.
の海に変わろうとは
Our story starts here, in this town, with this man,
時は平成
and this gang.
暴力に物を言わす
This gang rules the
あの
town
者どもが
with an iron fist.
暴れ出したのだ
This is one of their officers with the weird hairstyle. This is another school. Of course they're going to bully the other school. That's just how it is. Basically along those lines, I'd imagine.
極真連合
Yeah, the graphics are stylized. You could easily add like a HD filter.
極東線沿線に
HD
現れた
textures.
謎の黒い集団
These are the big three. This is the best school, best rivaling school in town. They beat up everyone. Something along those lines, I imagine the story
急
is.
激にその勢力を暴
That's
力
what it
のみ
normally
で
is.
広げてきている
Oh, even the girls are involved. And they're beating up the other girls. Okay.
まさに無法地帯化した極東線沿線
So this is basically like the video game version of Crows. Kind of. I don't know if I think the story would be as good. In case you're wondering, I've read Crows, the manga. Pretty good manga. Wasn't good enough for me to read worst, but it was good enough for me to finish it. Oh, I'm going to skip this because I kind of guess what it is, the story-wise. Let's get into like the actual gameplay. Is this my trainer? Oi, punk! We'll get a train. The fuck? What is this laser? What is this? What am I, Ultraman? So I can jump, even though the jump is a little bit awkward, and holding X allows me to run. And holding L1 locks onto the... I can grab him with the L2 button. Oh, well, I don't know. And that blocks. Okay, so I was just supposed to... Oh, now getting into like a stare-off battle. Oh, he managed to. So is that? So that's a mechanic, is it? So you can get into like a staring match where you like insult each other. Well, no matter what, I don't think I'm going to win this because it requires me to understand Japanese. You can give it a go, keep giving it a go, but I don't think it's going to work. But it's... What was this, combo? I don't even know what combos we're supposed to do. Like, I don't even understand what I'm exactly supposed to do. No matter what, this is always going to happen. Because there's no way of me actually being able to do it. So the best I can do is actually just play around with this tutorial. And that's it. Because I can't actually play the game. Because I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to do. But then again, it's in Japanese, so what do you expect? When I play Japanese games, I always go into them expecting that I'm not going to get very far. Solely because, again, it's in Japanese, and it's very likely it's not very user-friendly. And when I say user-friendly, is like, we're thrust into this tutorial, right? Which is fine, but can't I do a tutorial and have progress? I will, like, go watch a Josh Strife Hayes video. Like, his argument on what a good tutorial should be is perfect, and I completely agree with him. Like, can't I actually progress in the game while you teach me a little bit of the game? I don't like being locked to this like one thing where here I am fighting my, I don't know, father, I guess. So all I could do is kind of play around the controls, and I'll say, well, it's a little bit janky, the old combat, but it's okay, it's manageable. It depends, obviously, if you got a lot of people you got to fight at once, you're gonna have a little bit of an issue. But you can run around and do a kick when you're running, and do a. So you can just run around in it. You can run around. You can run around, lock onto your. Like so. Wish I could just break out of here. But yeah. Because this thing just doesn't work. We'll try one more time. But this is always going to happen. Because I think I'm supposed to respond in a certain way. But obviously, because I have no clue what the text is even saying, there's no way of me knowing. So unfortunately, I think we're going to have to stop Kenka Banchou there. In terms of controls, it seems reasonably well. It's just too bad that we can't progress any further because the tutorial refuses to let me go any further. Making fun of me because I don't understand Japanese? That's discriminatory! Take this game to 2022 court and let it be trialed under the most harshest of acts for not being what's the thing for now in 2022? There's a certain word that's perfect. I'm trying to think of what it is. There we go. For not being accommodating towards me, an English speaker. How dare it? This game is racist. Oh dear. 2022 attitude right there, boys. Oh dear. Yeah, again. I would love for somebody to pick this game up and do a full English translation, but I completely doubt it's ever going to happen. The only thing I can say is hopefully, Spike Chunsoft will at some point see an opportunity of releasing this series Again, like I would love a collection. Do a collection. The last game that came out for this was in 2019, a part of the Otome series. So what I'm saying is, just do a few Kenka Bancho collections. Have the first one have 3 games. Have Kenka Bancho 1, 2, and then do a retranslation of Kenka Bancho 3. Then have the next one. Or you could have 3 collections. Or even have it include, I don't know. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then have the next collection include 4 games instead of 3, because it would not only include Kenka Bancho 4, 5, and 6. It would also include Tokyo Battle Royale. And then have the third one collection include obviously the Otomu games. Otome games, which obviously were released on the PlayStation Vita. So, which I think are more visual novel style games, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, they are visual novel style games. So there is a market for that out there, more than likely. If I'm honest with you, based on what the screenshots I'm looking at, they kind of look like, based on the screenshots I'm looking at, they kind of look like Boys Love style. Yeah, not great, but there's a market for it. Release them as well. PC loves the old PC players love the old visual novel. I don't, but obviously. But I'm just looking at some of these ones. Because I'm a little bit confused. Well, so I'm looking at these Kenka Bancho Otome games. It's actually they actually do have screenshots of the games in on GameFAQs. And there's this one dude with pink hair, short pink hair, and he does have a sister, I think, but she's got longer pink hair, right? Right. And I'm just looking at it, and there's scenes which looks to me like they have the dude with pink hair dressed up like a girl, unless he's got a twin sister. It's real, yeah, it's really weird. It's super weird. Like, I guess from just these screenshots, I'm not getting much. Now, in all fairness, there is a screenshot of like the pink-haired dude, unless it's like an actually a girl already, and it's a girl that dresses up like a guy. That's the only thing I can think of, if I'm honest. Maybe that's what it is. Tomboy. Could be possible. Could be possible. But yeah, like I said, there's 3 of these games on the Vita. Just do 3 collections, having all of the Kenka Bancho games. You'd make loads of money, probably. As I'd just like them to do it for me personally, because I would love to play through Kenka Bancho 1 to 6. Not too interested in the Atome games, but definitely interested in Kenka Bancho 1 to 6. But anyway, we're going to call it there. I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.